Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here in Brussels in the company of the recipients of this year's ECF Princess Margriet Award.
First, thank you very much for coming. So very short, I will go to present myself. I'm planning to build a museum, a knowledge museum, a basic starting point. Because, no, it's fine. Yeah, I know, I don't want. Dan is having emotions.
In 1999, you co-founded together the CAA Contemporary Art Archive, and the centre has had a hugely important cultural level education for different generations of artists and even civil society actors.
We use media, both Lia and I, TV and everything else, as one of the platforms to distribute the knowledge.
I like the bird view. You look almost for the same solutions. How to be flexible in a changing world.
It's very funny because in a way we are your past. We are like 50 years ago in your country, but we've been in your future.
And is this a kind of missionary work? And I don't mean this ironically. I just like the word missionary.
I think it's a have to.
We come from a communist society. Our training in art stopped before Picasso.
Which is still the case with a lot of art historians in the West as well.
Sure, but when we went out, all these 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s hit us at once. Kind of bulimics of information, and that was a way to organize this information.
Royal Highnesses Dan, Lia and Yoel, welcome. We do hope that this annual award sends a message that art and the intersection of cultures are vital to our future, the future of Europe and indeed of humanity. And it is now my honor and my pleasure to invite Princess Larentien to the stage.
Good evening. This year's laureates urge us to look critically at both our past and our future. They emphasize the urgency that dominates our lives. Dan and Lia and Yoel, they guide us through their art to new and unexpected juxtapositions of ideas and cultures. And in doing so, they prompt and even provoke us to draw a new set of parameters, a new mental map towards a more inclusive, democratic and open Europe.
That's Yoel Gamzou is a laureate of the 2013 Princess Margriet Award of European Cultural Foundation. Is the most hopeful sign that this cultural change towards a renaissance of the European spirit is indeed possible. What this European spirit is all about is not to be defined, cannot be expressed by economic numbers, political rhetoric and commercial slogans. But we know what it is when we listen, really listen, to that masterpiece of Johann Sebastian Bach, played by Afonso Fesch, the Portuguese violinist of the International Mahler Orchestra.
I would say that the people that shaped mostly what I do are the people who taught me how to question. Nothing, no content, no reality, no truth can be found, can be reached, can be developed without doubting.
Our laureates have been chosen by a distinguished jury. I now invite Els van der Plas to share the jury's reflections.
Dan and Lia Perjovschi are artists who have dedicated their lives to forming a truly open space for dialogue between different cultures in Romania and Europe. Yoel Gamzou opens new pathways to the so-called old music of European heritage, exposing us to the full spectrum of human emotions and experiences in music that speaks of and is full of life.
I salute the wisdom of the jury for recognizing the exceptional quality of the Perjovschis' artistic breadth and cultural accomplishments. The Perjovschis are the real ambassadors of European culture, as well as citizens of the world, who have changed the way we understand the very purpose of art in society.
I have it behind now.
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, friends. Our name is kind of Polish, Perjovschi. My father comes from a place which is now Ukraine. We live in Sibiu, which is also Hermannstadt, on Heinrich Heine Street. And as you saw, we bring in the American cavalry. So, we would like to thank very much European Cultural Foundation for this prize.
What means most to me about this award is that it's still okay to be an idealist in 2013. I remember my growing frustration at the arrogant world of so-called classical music, where young people who would try to go to a concert for the first time in their lives would be shied away by the stiffness and staticness of the experience and would not feel inclined to ever come back. The International Mahler Orchestra, which consists of members from all over Europe, of all age groups, religions and nationalities, has put as one of its main goals to completely abolish hierarchy and the establishment of direct democracy in the orchestral situation. You can call it democracy, you can call it pluralism, we call it sincere communication. And at the end of the day, this is what music is about. Thank you very much.